right, now do the other side.
I call those noisy.
Welcome back to Flat Irons Tuning. All right, so let's say you have a race car that has been getting a lot of work done for like, I don't know, like the last 6 months. And you know, when you sent it off to the shop to get the work done, the car ran great. Maybe the car's been on the dyno since then, and it seemed to be fine. But you need to take it to the track to shake it down and to get the tune sorted out. Do you just put it in the trailer and say everything has worked fine? Let's go to the track and get this done. Or do you throw it up on the lift, go through the car, go through the fluids and stuff to double check it? Well, the answer is you always double check the car. You always go through it. And the reason why is because if you're going to go to the track, if you're going to try and drive, if you're going to try and get some work done at the track testing, you want to be able to use the time at the track to get that done. You don't want to spend all your time at the track at the pits, chasing problems, working on the car, all that sort of thing. Basically, you're spending a lot of money to work on the car, which you can do in your garage anytime. So that's why we've got the car in here. It's on the lift. We're going to go through it. The starting point, a good starting point is always fluids. You know, burp the coolant, bleed the brakes, you know, just go through all of the fluids and make sure that everything is in good running order, change the oil. And so that's our starting point. And in the process of doing that, we discovered that we have some wheel bearing problems. Now, I think it's a pretty common thing for tech sheets to tell you to check the wheel bearings. NASA, it's one of their things. They always say to check the wheel bearings. Kind of seems a little bit funny, but you know, because wheel bearings don't go out that often on a street car, but they can go out much more often on a track car. And there's good reason to check wheel bearings. I mean, with an all-wheel drive car like a Subaru, the chances of a wheel falling off is very, very low, next to zero. But it can cause all sorts of other problems. One of those specifically being with brakes. We've had a braking issue with this car for actually the last, I don't know, last time or two we've had the car out with inconsistent braking performance. And now discovering how bad these front wheel bearings are, we're increasingly thinking that that wheel bearing issue might have been causing the braking performance issue, the inconsistencies that we've been having, because the rotor's just wobbling, knocking the pads back, giving an inconsistent pedal feel. So now we've got to change the wheel bearings too. So that's why it's always good to start going through your car a couple days before you're going to the track, and always just, you know, check things. You know, put a socket or a wrench or something on a lot of the bolts, the things that move around, see if anything's loosened up, check it all over. You know, before you actually head to the track. So that way, when you do get to the track, you know, you can actually spend the time driving the car instead of wrestling with the car in the pits and swearing and wishing that you had spent more time going through the car before you go to the track. I know it's not always possible, but it's definitely worth keeping in mind. It's a good reminder for us, again, now as we're kind of getting back in the cycle of things, to always go through the car and check it over. So now we're going to dive in, we're going to do that, we're going to take a look at everything, and we're going to tackle those pesky wheel bearings.
Go. Burping the coolant.
What you doing there, Ben?
Replacing wheel bearings.
Come on, with your foot.
There we go. You let the force go down though, man.
Disagree.
Use your toe.
Hell.
There. Video on.
This is the worst side to do the video?
Oh yeah, totally. The lighting's worse. It's way more cramped. It'll be fine. Yeah.
All right, it is now Saturday. We are back in the shop. Got Dylan and Viet coming in here to do the last few things on the race car. So we've got the brakes bled, and all the wheel bearings are replaced. Even did our rear one over here. So that guy is now good. So yeah, just taking care of the last few loose ends, and then we're going to get the car loaded. One of the fun things about having two different race cars that are like use entirely different stuff is that here in the rally trailer, or in the trailer, was last used for the rally. So we got all these rally spares. Yeah, they're not going to do us any good at the track, and it's a lot of weight. So we've got to get all of that stuff out to make room for all the stuff that we need to take with us to the track for the Pikes Peak car. So to get the car sorted out, clear out the trailer, get everything loaded up, and then yeah, we'll be good to head to the track. We have checked all the fluids. We've gone through and done all the work that we felt like we needed to do to check everything over. All the wheel bearings have been replaced that were damaged. So the car is in great shape. And now actually some excitement is setting in, because the next stop for this car is High Plains Raceway. So that's going to be the next installment after this one. Hopefully we get out there, get some good results, put down some good lap times, have some fun, and really curious about all the data we're going to collect. More on that later, but for now, it's time to button up the trailer and head out to the track. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for your support as always. And until next time, stay tuned with Flat Irons Tuning.